Alright, here's the deal. I haven't made one of these videos for a while, so we're gonna see how this goes. My youth kids have already heard this spiel, so this is not gonna be any new information to them. But as for the rest of you, I think you're in for a treat. Praise report coming to you from your favorite Carhartt hat wearing halfway hillbilly. That is so hard to say. Wow. Anyways, praise report. Bought a new car. Having been without one for like 4 months, this is a true blessing. And up until recently, and getting this vehicle has had a lot to do with it. I've had this weird feeling in my whole life in general, really, just that I've been waiting on a green light. That green light symbolizing a sign that it's time for me to go. It's time for me to do something. We love to see those green lights because it tells us that we're okay to go. But what if we're at a stop sign? It'd be one thing if you were waiting at a red light, waiting on a green light. That makes perfect sense. But if you're at a stop sign, you're gonna be waiting a while for a signal, for a sign that's gonna tell you to go. Because a stop sign isn't designed for that. It's designed only to tell you when to stop. Hence, it's a stop sign. But sometimes in our lives, we find ourselves in a place where we've done all the preparation we can possibly do, and there's really nothing more to do than to just go. And biblically speaking, probably the best example of it would be in Acts chapter 1, the apostles with Jesus, where everything finally comes full circle and the apostles realize, oh, we've been following this guy for the last 3 years, and this is what he's been preparing us for. So I think when you analyze your life honestly, you'll come to realize that there's something about your life right now that you spent, maybe it's only been a few days, maybe it's only been a few months, or maybe it's been years. You have been in the development process, and you have spent all this time being set up for what's about to come next. These things that God has been calling you to be faithful to are things that he is going to bless you within. He's been getting you ready for it for all this time, and he's just waiting for you to do something about it. Not always, but sometimes that's where we find ourselves. And I feel like that's where I've found myself recently. And I did something about it in probably one of the most practical examples possible. And so maybe you're at a point in your life, you're just waiting, but you don't really know on what exactly. And you could just be looking around like, dude, everything is perfect. There's a perfect opportunity for me here. Why do I not feel fulfilled? And the answer very well could be because there's something left for you to do. You're just not doing it. And that's why sometimes when we take these things to God in prayer, he doesn't really give us an answer because he knows that we already know what the answer is. Again, he's just waiting for us to do something about it. And so my questions for you would be, what are you faithful with? Do you feel ready for what God has been setting you up for all these years? My prayer for you for the rest of this week is that you'll be able to find that answer. But anyways, I'm just sitting in my car and I need to at least get something done today, so I'm gonna get going. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love y'all. See you later.